This video is a short section taken from an episode of the Ash Bros video game podcast. To listen to the full episode on YouTube or any of your regular podcast apps, check out the links in the description below. Defending, we've got to talk about this. It is still a nightmare, and I don't think this is something that they're ever going to change. I really don't. I think people just love goals, or EA love goals. I think I don't know his name now. It's Sam someone. He's like one of the lead producers on FIFA at EA. And they kind of questioned him on it. Someone's questioned him on it. I need to find the article now. Really annoying. I didn't do this before the podcast. And he said if defenders marked properly and stuff, it'd be hard to score and it'd be boring. And what? Seriously?
Yeah, that's a ridiculous thing to
your
say.
mentality? No, that's terrible. Like, that mentality is why a lot of people are so frustrated with this game, because you cannot. It is not fun to keep conceding goals. It's more frustrating, and it also means, put it this way, like in PES, for example, something that me and you have played plenty of times.
Yep.
It feels more satisfying to score a goal.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And part of that is because you score less. There are less goals in PES because it is more realistic. And so when you score in FIFA, it doesn't touch the sides. Do you know what I mean?
And when it's complete end to end, and I score one, you score one, I score one, you score one, it's like, that's not enjoyable. That's not exciting. That's just like, This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
I much prefer to have a hard fought battle in midfield, defending, last man backs, clears off the line, and have a 1-0 win. I think that's much more satisfying than having like a stupid 8-7 win where you're both just running up the pitch and scoring after kickoff. I just think that's stupid.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head there with, I would much prefer or rather a scrappy 1-0 win, hard fought. I don't want to win 5-4 every game. I really
It's ridiculous, and it's not realistic.
So no, not at all. So yeah, they've got to do something about this. Like, midfielders still don't track back, players still not marking, just gaps forming. That's something that is still a major issue. Even with sliders, they could only affect so much, and so defending.
And the opponent's AI as well, even on the hardest difficulties, can be just ridiculous.
So this is something someone actually gave us some feedback on. So we'll probably talk in more detail about this shortly.
Yeah.
But yes, the difficulties is also a massive issue. As you go with the difficulties, it doesn't get more realistic. They just play like gods.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's too much. It needs to be kind of refined. I remember a few years ago, I actually was playing Ultimate on career mode, and now I'm playing World Class, because World Class, they play more realistically. And I just have to alter the sliders and the gameplay settings, starting to play on manual now to make it more difficult. It's ridiculous that when you're going up to Ultimate, all of a sudden, it's like ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, score from any distance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.